Hi guys, welcome back. This weekend we're going on a bit of a journey. We're off to Germany for the second round of the SuperEnduro Championship. Let's go. Right guys, let's make sure I've got everything. Just landed at Manchester Airport. Just a bit of an update on what's going on this weekend. The plan is I'm just going to get a flight to Prague now. I'm getting picked up by Tino, who's one of the Gets and Rodeo gang. Find me way to the left. Yeah, getting picked up by Tino later tonight, and the plan is to stop at his house for the weekend with his family, and then we're going to the SuperEnduro tomorrow evening. Okay guys, we've just made it to Prague. Just got off the plane, got through customs and passport control. Just going to meet Tino now. I'm going back to Tino's house and looking forward to some German hospitality. Hey! Hey, lovely to see you. Say hello.
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 Hey, Robbo.
You okay?
How was the flight?
Come back. Good.
Hello.
Yeah, me alright? Tino.
Hello, Robbo. nice to meet you.
Great to be here.
Fine.
Let's go. Come on.
This one.
Awesome. Morning, guys. Well, you're probably wondering what's going on. Why have I flown to Prague and not into Germany? Well, we're just at Tino's house now at the moment, and Tino lives in Germany, but just over the Czechoslovakian border from Prague, so it's easier to fly to Prague and for him to pick me up as well. If I was to fly to Dresden, which is the same sort of distance from here, airport-wise, to Prague, I would have to get two flights. Connecting flight from somewhere in the UK to Frankfurt, and then from Frankfurt to Dresden. It's a right pain in the ass, so flying to Prague is the most sensible and easiest route. But we're just at Tino's house now in a place called Griesbach, or Kriesbach, how it's pronounced. A bit of a story. Kriesbach, first of all, Kries means, in English terms, semolina. It relates to, over 100 years ago, there was a miller that used to grind special flour and make semolina, which was the local food supplement. And Bach, it means river. So Semolina River, i.e. Griesbach, that's the meaning for the town. But it's a lovely place. But Griesbach is where the Gets and Rodeo is held every couple of years, and this year, 2023, it's the final round of the World Enduro Super Series. So we'll be back here in the first week of November for the Gets and Rodeo. So me and Tino have just been looking at his quails. It's good.
Another egg in the corner.
Yeah, they're good. The quails, is this for the quails, Tino?
It's not for the quails, it's for the rabbits.
The rabbits, so let's go feed the rabbits then.
Yeah.
I'll hold that, yeah. So Wayne is Tino's son, he's got some rabbits. So we're just going to be heading off to Riesa about 12:30 for the SuperEnduro. It'll probably take us about 90 minutes to get there. I'll give you that. So in here, what have we got? Wow, there's some big rabbits in here. These are big rabbits. These are big rabbits.
Of all of them, yeah.
So that's just a quick look at the rabbits there. What we doing now?
You can go. Let's look around to the Getzenwood.
Okay.
If you want.
Yeah.
And yeah, we will see.
Okay. We'll just have a quick look in the Get Some Wood, and then, like I said before, 12:30 we're going to Riesa, and we'll catch up with some of the guys at the SuperEnduro. Okay, let's go to the Get Some Wood, Tino. Tino now. We're just in to get some wood, and we're just looking at an area where they've started building the finishing area for the Getson Rodeo at the end of the year. Let's have a quick look. You may remember this area from, well, it's been featured in all the rounds. Sometimes it's been a part of the course. Sometimes they've gone up it, sometimes they've gone down it. I'll just move around, and you can see there's like it's a stone outcrop in the forest, and there's like a steel bridge there. What the guys have either ridden over or they've come down the face there, and years gone by they've actually gone up that area. You know, it's been a section in the middle of the race, but this year it's going to be the final finishing area. Talking to Tino, Falco, the club chairman, has been working this week on this area. He's got some big plans for this finishing spot, so it's going to be interesting when it's finally finished. I can't tell you too much about it now, but it's going to be quite a spectacle, I think. Okay guys, we're now on our way to Riesa for the SuperEnduro. Tina's driving. Tomorrow we're going to the museum at Chopow. This is the Enduro Museum.
Yes, it's a new Enduro museum.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah, so yeah, that's something for tomorrow, but let's get to Riesa and see the SuperEnduro.
Auf der zweiten bis nach oben.
All right, guys, we've just seen some qualifying. Then we've just managed to get ourselves some passes and get behind the scenes now. So we've just seen Jonny and a few of the other guys in the paddock area. So we're going to walk through. I think it's this way, Tino. Is it? Maybe through there? Yeah, we'll just try to find his way through down to the paddock. Hey, Falco.
Hey, hello, Chris. Hello, Robbo.
Dude, you well?
Yes, all right.
Good. We'll catch up.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So we're just finally made us way into the paddock. We'll walk down the back to Tino. Neil, how's it going with Bert's?
Yeah, chuffed to bits really.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a front row in the final, so it's good. Pleased with him, can't complain. He's no heart failure this time. I was in Poland, but we're in this time, so no, that's lucky. Yeah, it was good. He rode well, different lad. Change of bikes for this round, which has made the difference. He's comfy back on his old EXC.
Oh, so he's back on a 2022?
Yeah, back on the 23 EXC as opposed to the 23 SX.
Okay.
So we've changed tack there. We went back to back when we came back from Poland with the EXC and the SX.
Yeah.
Although the SX I think is absolutely brilliant. He's comfier on his EXC, so hence we're back on the EXC, and it's just proved he's qualified quite nicely. Chuffed to bits, really.
Yeah, well, yeah. Cool.
Can't expect any more than front row at this stage.
Right. Good luck today. All right.
Thank you, Robbo. Cheers.
Neil. Thank you. Let's just go get a word with Billy Bolt, actually, if we can. Just tell Johnny we'll be back when he comes back. Oh, he's there. Just 2 minutes. It's all a bit chaotic. Just have a quick word with Billy Bolt. Billy, nice to see you, mate. How are you doing?
Hey, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, pal.
It's been a while since you've had a microphone in my
I know. Yeah, first round went really well for you. Back from injury as well. And so you said, I watched the last round on the internet, and you said you were suffering with your stamina, sort of fitness, but you're getting back to it?
Yeah, I wouldn't say suffering. It just wasn't. I just think it wasn't the level where I know it can be. And yeah, it's still got work to do. Obviously, we had a Christmas break, and I think it's hard not to eat too much and drink too much over Christmas. So this is always quite a difficult race to kind of just blow the cobwebs off. But I think, especially with how the track is tonight, I think it's going to be a physical night for everybody. I think everyone's looking at the state of everyone when they take the helmet off after free practice and qualify, and it's a physical track, and so I think it is what it is. Like I said, sorry, there is room for improvement, but at the same time, for how long I have had off, I was reasonably happy with how good I felt pretty much straight away.
Your style looked just the same as it was last year.
I felt good. Pretty much, like I say, straight away, I felt right at home, which I was pleased about. You never know. The last kind of, even from when I started practicing to the first round, I'd started riding. I knew I could ride fine, but you just never know what's going to happen in a race. And I was getting a bit itchy, and I was, just not freaking out, but I just wanted that first race out the way, and I was a nightmare to be around for the last week before the race. I was stressing out about everything and just kind of just wanting to get back to normal. So it was just really nice to be back at a race and to be feeling good, and then obviously to win was even better.
From a World Enduro Sub-Series point of view and a SuperEnduro point of view, which would you prefer?
It's difficult to say. I think if I had to really, really choose, I would pick SuperEnduro. But I really like the fact that I can do both and that they are so different, and it means that I'm always kind of doing something, not always, but keeps it fresh, you know what I mean? I think if I had to do a full year of only riding SuperEnduro, I'd be pretty sick of that. And then at the same time, come kind of end of October, November time, I do really enjoy, getting a new 350 to go and smash into a load of logs and stuff like that. So I feel pretty lucky that I can do both, and obviously, I'm reasonably good at both, so I get the support from Husky and my sponsors, and everyone's happy for us to do both. So like I say, I just like racing my bike. I'll race just about anywhere.
In terms of qualification this afternoon, whereabouts are you on the qualification stakes?
I won both sessions today, so I was free practice and then qualifying. That'll mean I'll go out last in Super Pole, which will be the real qualification. That will decide the gate pick and stuff like that. So last out for Super Pole. All eyes on you. Everyone else has been. It's a little bit daunting, but I think I was last just about every round last year, so I'm kind of getting used to it now and getting better at handling the pressure.
It's great. Yeah, it's great catching up with you, and good luck this afternoon, mate. All right.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Cheers, Billy. Thank you. No worries. All right, that was a quick interview there with Billy Bolt. And we're just going to catch up with Johnny now. Now, I've spoken to him a short time ago. Just congratulating him on his enduro cross win in America. Yeah, let's go in there. Now, we'll just have I know we've spoken a short time ago over there, but we'll just have a bit of a rewind now. Prior to going to America now, you came to Eurotech. You're friends with Mark at Eurotech and me and Nick and what have you. You were talking about going to America then. Who would have thought you'd have been the champion? So you were just going there for the experience, weren't you?
It was, and it was super last minute, because obviously I was injured. So I came home and we did a bit of riding with Mark, and we just decided. I always planned to go there to race, but it wasn't until 3 weeks before when the plan came to happen, and that was before the first race. So it kind of left me a little bit short, but yeah, it was amazing, and I felt good. As soon as I got back on the bike, I'd literally finished racing. This was my final race at the start of the year in Germany. So then I had 6 months not riding, and I got back on the bike, and I didn't feel like I'd not rode. I'd been at at the Red Bull Center in Austria for 10 weeks, doing the rehab, but also training. So I felt like as soon as I got back on the bike, I was literally felt good straight away, which was good.
And tell me about the bike, because people say to me, ask Jonny about his bike. What's special about it? Is there anything really special about it other than, it's suspension and...
Yeah, basically just the suspension, but I've got a higher compression head. We do I do little things. The mechanics, the factory, they do little things on the bike. We've got a different ECU, little things like that, but like pretty much everything else is standard. Like even the suspensions are standard stuff. I'm still on the ZF shock. The new bike comes with the KYB, but we've not had time to do any testing. And because I'm kind of happy with what I've got, I don't want to go changing it now. So yeah, apart from that, it's pretty much standard. But
people are always taking the mickey about jetting and changing your jets and things. What's the situation? Have you had to change jetting for this event, or are you doing it more often than not?
No, so basically when I was in America, I found a needle out there. I don't even know what it is. I couldn't even tell you what it is, but it seems to be like perfect. I've come back and I ran it the first round. I've got it in here. I couldn't even tell you what it is, but it's working so good. So, but I like to change it because you can change the bike so much from the jetting. Like you can make it super lean and aggressive, or you can go a little bit richer, and you can literally change without doing anything, just changing the jet, and you can change the bike so much. So that's what I do enjoy about it. Whereas if I went 4-stroke, I don't have the option to do that. Obviously I do my own engines pretty much, so that would make it even harder.
From an organisational point of view, in the US to here, how does it compare? They're more organised over there, or is it better in Europe?
Pretty much the same, to be honest. They have more of a team over there. They had a team. The factory went there and they had Tim at the races. So then I went to the first round with them. So then the last 3 rounds after that, I just did my own bike, and they would arrive on the Friday with the bike. I would drive to the race. I'd change the oil, stuff like that, and then go racing, and it was perfect.
I know you are sort of working on your own quite a lot now. You're doing your own bike work, etc. Times are out there for people, especially some of the lesser riders who are trying to get to races and, pay for things.
It is. I have so much respect for other people that race. Like anyone pretty much here that does their own thing, I admire them so much because it's so hard. It's different. I know what it's like to be a factory rider, turning up. Now I pretty much just turn up. Everything I don't pay for anything that goes on the bike really at the moment. So I just have travel and stuff like that, but it adds up, doing all that. So
be grateful for sponsors. That's the main thing.
Yeah, I couldn't do it without my sponsors, and especially Beta. If I didn't have their bike, then I'd really struggle. But I want to come back and race in the UK, but living in Andorra, it's like a 20-hour drive. It's nearly £1,000 there and back. Well, it's over £1,000 there and back. So it just doesn't make. It's just difficult to go back and forward.
One thing I will say, over the last, since you have come back from your rehab and you've been riding this year, I've seen a difference in style of your riding as well. A lot more that on the back wheel, going through whoops and things like that.
Yeah, I've been working on them because I ride with Billy, and Billy's elevated the sport massively. He's come. Me and him are a totally different build. Me and Emily were saying the other day, his legs, 2 of my legs are one of his legs. Yeah, and he's. I don't know what he weighs. He'd be 90-something kilograms. I'm 78, 79. So it's difficult for me to do what he does because he's so strong on the bike. So I've noticed he's elevated the sport. He started wheeling stuff, jumping stuff a lot more. So I'm just trying to adapt, which is what you got to do. You got to adapt to do what everyone else is doing. And I ride with him a lot of the time. So I've learned from him basically. He's obviously learned from us coming up, and then he's added his own touch onto it, which has taken it to another level. I don't see anyone else coming along like what he's done just because of his stature and the way he is. He's on another level.
Cool, Jonny. It's been great catching up with you. Good luck this evening. And thanks a lot.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, thank you. No Cheers. Good comeback on a 3rd place in the first round, but a good comeback considering everything what happened last year.
Yeah, no, last year was all year was really bad pretty much, and then obliterated my wrist here at the final. Driving here, I had some bad thoughts. I was like, no, put those behind you. It's a whole new track, whole new year. So just trying to regroup and I don't know. Who knows if I'm coming back for Super Enduro, but for the next year, so I'm just trying to make the best of it this season and finish out strong.
So yeah, do the Super Enduro this season, and then after that in America, what's going to happen there?
We're doing the hard enduros in America, maybe some of the European rounds as well, and then enduro cross in the States. You know, we got some support here from France, still mostly the US-based team. So, you know, it's kind of a mixture of the two, and then when we go back, it's just pretty much fully our team in the States. So pretty fortunate I'm able to keep doing these things I love.
You've got your wife and child with you at the moment?
My kid's passed out right now. He's...
my colleague to get the camera around, and how old's the baby now?
He's not a baby anymore. He's almost 3, but it takes it out of him, you know. He's a lot of excitement out here.
And do you enjoy traveling?
I do. Oh, sorry. No, we have a good time, and it's fun to show him kind of different parts of the world and also incorporate motorcycles into that.
It's great talking to you, and good luck today, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks.
Okay, guys, we've just had a bit of a walk around, and we've been waiting for some of the guys to come back. Still waiting for Eddie Carlson, but we're going to have a chat with Mark Houson now. And Mark, a big thanks for getting a pass for Tino.
All right.
I'll just let you finish your sandwich, whatever you're doing.
Been out for his tea, dinner.
Well, I wondered where you'd gone, because I were looking for you.
Yeah.
But just wash your sandwich down your neck and sort yourself out. You okay? Right. Yeah, you're no stranger to Super Enduro. You've been with Will many times, haven't you?
Probably 6th, 7th year coming here now. It is, yeah. Same stadium and same.
I saw Will riding earlier, second in qualification by the look of it.
Yeah, he had a good ride. His track suited him, and he's been doing quite a lot of that Super Enduro in Sheffield. You know, that indoor track there, and then been going to the beach quite a bit over at Skegness. So it's ground suiting him well, really. Poland were a bit of a disaster, really. I think ground were a bit like a blancmange, and they could never get a real good rhythm, and it more suited a trials rider. But they've done good here. They're doing well.
The track. I know there's been some adjustments to the track this morning, hasn't there? Tell me about that.
Where you'll see where start and finish areas, where time clock is, it's a jump over, and over the other side they'd laid logs across it, and they were coming over, jumping, and then running straight into logs, so they've taken them out. That's changed. And I think they might have done a bit to that spine that you see, a V-shaped spine, because what were happening when riders were coming up, they couldn't see over end who were at the other side if they'd crashed, so they were doing a bit on that. But I haven't been out there since.
I know Will's a little bit hard to read on how he's feeling and everything else, but how is he in himself over the last sort of month or so with this new championship?
Yeah, he lost a bit of confidence, not confidence, he just lost his way with it a bit when it went to Israel, and he couldn't really compete then because he could only do 4 out of 5 rounds, so it was a bit disheartening really that he wasn't going to go there, but he's picked it up now, and he's really on it again, and he's put some hard training in for this, and he's keen as he was now, and he's back at it again, and he is good at it really. It's his, if it's your niche and you can do it, why not?
Yeah, I saw him on his last sort of couple of laps at qualifying, and he looked to be enjoying himself and going really well. But I take it you're looking after the bike as well. I know it's a Eurotech sponsored bike, and he's got some assistance as well from Gas, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's got help this year with 2 bikes and a spares budget and stuff. So yeah, he's doing well, and Mark helps him out with bits, and then we're doing odd mods to bike. We've done little bits and bats to that to change it for this Super Enduro bit. We moved injector and a different place, and just seems to be running good. It does run. I've rode it, and it does. It really is nice to ride.
Great talking to you. Where's the man himself?
I think he's gone to look at track just in case they've made any more changes, because in between every race really it changes a little bit, so they go out and walk it and then get ready for this evening's.
Thanks talking to us, Mark. All right, nice to see you as well. We'll try and catch up with William at some point and see how he gets on later this evening.
On track, out there.
Thank you. Hey up, Will. You're ambushed now, mate. Saw you riding out there early on the final sort of qualification runs. Your 2nd place now, I believe.
I think 5th, because they add them together.
All right, yeah.
A and B, so then it's like 5th overall. So we're all right, pretty good.
Like the track?
Yeah, bit different, but I quite like it, actually. The sand corner is the best corner. It's just fun. But yeah, I do like it.
How's the sort of preparation been going? Over the last sort of few months. You've been doing some training with Mark.
So I hadn't really been on a super enduro track since Poland. And then being like Sheffield indoor, they've got a little indoor track there. But it's just a motocross track. Go there a bit.
So I mean, you're looking good out there. Look to be enjoying it.
Yeah, I felt good, to be fair.
I know there were a few changes of the course this morning, weren't there? How did that go?
They've took some bits out after the start jump. Took them out because it was a bit dangerous. I think they just make it more flowing because it is quite physical out there. It's like relentless, but it's good now, I think.
I know you got some support now with gas and one thing and another. How's that going? All right?
Yeah, sound. Yeah.
Happy with the Eurotech bike?
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah.
Just been talking to Mark Houson a few moments ago. I know you've got the TSP relocation kit on it. What's your thoughts on that?
It's good. Puts an injector into the into the air boot, one in there and then one still in the cylinder head. I think it's good. Makes it run like I always put it like a 16 carb bike, like an old KTM bike. It runs really clean. I do rate it. It is good.
Good luck this afternoon or this evening, shall I say? Yeah. All right, mate. Look after yourself. Bring it home and just do what you do.
Yeah. Cheers, Robbo.
Cheers, Will. Thank you. Right, yeah, good to see you, mate. Anyway, everybody, welcome back. I'm just with Sherco riding now. Dan Peace from the UK, ex-British professional trials rider. Yeah. Tell me about what's brought you to the SuperEnduro. I know it's your first round.
Yeah, so this is actually it's first round of SuperEnduro and actually my first competition in enduro. So I rode trials since I was like 4 years old. So yeah, I've ridden trials a long time and kind of got a little bit sick of it. Lost my way a little bit in the trials world, both in the British and World Championship. So thought I'd make the change, come to the dark side. No, it's been good fun, and obviously the trials skills, they transfer pretty well into SuperEnduro. So yeah, that's why I'm here.
Who's actually helping you look after the bike while you're here?
Mark and Nick and the guys have helped me out with the bike, getting it set up and showing me the ropes and, giving me priceless information. And then, at the moment, we've got Phil Rowett on the spanners while we're actually here. But the guys at Eurotech have been brilliant.
It's European Championship you've entered. Is there only one more round of European or is it 2 more rounds? I know they cancelled the last one, haven't they, I believe?
Yeah, so it's all a little bit up in the air. I mean, they cancelled the first one in Poland, which was a shame. So this is obviously the first round for the Europeans. Budapest is definitely on the calendar, and then it's a little bit up in the air whether the last one will go ahead in Poland. The organiser got a little bit frustrated, let's say, with the FIM about cancelling the first one. So we'll see. It would be a shame for it not to go ahead because it would mean that there's only 2 rounds, which means it's not a championship. You need 3 rounds to have a championship. So we'll see on that. So the guys, the FIM guys have said we'll know by the end of this weekend. So we'll see.
Next weekend, do we expect to see you at Fat Cat with the extreme there?
Yeah. I mean, I've entered. Well, don't expect much. I mean, I've never ever ridden in the sand, so it'll be a good laugh. A little bit steep learning curve for me, that one. Yeah.
Nice talking to you and good luck today.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, thank you. Okay, we're just with the factory rider himself, Bert's Crayston. How are you doing, mate?
Not too bad. Just enjoying the night and having a bit of a ride, so no.
I spoke to your dad earlier. He said you had a good time qualifying.
Yeah, pretty good. I think I was 7th, I'm pretty sure, so I'm happy with that. Better than last time in Poland, so I'm chuffed. Into the finals and on the front row, so I'm happy with that.
Back on your old bike?
Yeah, I was on the SX, but I rode it beforehand and I enjoyed it. Then when I went back to back with it after the Poland event, I found I was more comfortable on the EXC. So I've gone back to the EXC and I've gone back with what's comfortable and it's worked so far, so I'm going to stay on that.
Just seeing you doing a bit of track walking there. Has things changed a bit since qualifying? Is it all pretty good?
It's pretty much all the same and that from the looks of it. They've flattened it all down, taken out most of the ruts and that, of course, and repaired it. But no, it looks pretty similar to the qualifying run, so it's looking good.
I know there's a bit of banter with Dave Wood as well. There's always some banter going on. Any messages for Dave Wood out there?
Why aren't you here? We're all waiting for you. So come on down, King of the North.
The Woodsmeister. Okay. Hope you're well, mate. Right, cheers, Bert's okay, and good luck this evening.
Cheers, thank you, Robbo. I'll see you in a bit.
The sound of silence.
Und wir haben den Aero Houson. Ich denke, es ist die 19 gewesen. Die 19
Schoke aus Ungarn.
Direkt dahinter die Nummer 3, der Taddy Blazusiak, der ja im ersten Lauf Zwischenschritt hingelegt hatte, der sich gewaschen hatte, sehr schnell. Und wie geht's weiter? Die 51 kommt hier wieder an.
Ich Max Taune aus Deutschland und Rico Petzold mit der 10. 200 deutschen Fahrer, die liegen hier schon in den Top 5, 6. In der Startrunde. Und da muss Faune zu Boden. Platz 5 inzwischen wieder zurückgefahren aus Deutschland.
Ja, Houson mit der Nummer 10 ist direkt hinter ihm auf der 6. Position und auf der 7 dann die 10.
Weiter nach vorne, hat aber noch einiges an Arbeit vor sich. Unser Führender keine Probleme, hat der Sachsenbrücke, hat er extra.
Ich denke, auch mit dem Spiel. Und er kommt da hinten als erstes raus. Es ist nach wie vor ein Schoke, aber jetzt direkt am Hinterrad mit der Nummer 17.
Und man sieht langsam, ist er an, es geht an die Kräfte. Die ist jetzt in Führung gegangen mit der 17 auf der Scherko. Wuchtet sich hier durch Steinfeld über
Chicago auf der Husqvarna aus Polen. Eingestiegen. And now let's listen the national anthem of Great Britain.
Spitze übernommen hat und strauchelt. Brightmore damit vorbei, einer der zwei Brightmore-Brüder. Spüse auf 4 zurückgefallen. Ja, das ist natürlich Pech. Oder Let's Racing, wie man sagen würde.
Tino ist mit dabei. Der Mann aus Portugal.
So, Spieler, die Sachsenbrücke gut hochgekommen, damit auf Platz 3 jetzt vorgefahren. Fährt er relativ vorsichtig die Brücke runter. Hat hoffentlich aus den Fehlern gelernt, die Nerven zu kontrollieren. Wäre eine ganz echt Fühlrichter sozusagen.
Ja, und jetzt schiebt sich aber Mitchell Brightmore direkt neben ihn. Aber ich glaube, es gibt technische Probleme bei ihm. Der Motor war aus.
Motor war aus. Hat einen Moment gedauert, bis der E-Starter die Schärfe wieder gefeuert hat. Aber Motorrad läuft wieder. Ja, Spüser jetzt aber nur noch auf Platz 6. Dieser ganz schön einen Schlag aufs Hinterrad bekommt. Jetzt heißt es wirklich Nerven bewahren, Milan. Nicht mit der Brechstange fahren. Auf das konzentrieren, was du kannst und heute schon gezeigt hast. Nämlich einen Laufstil.
Ja, derweil den Ashton Brightmore auf die Verfolgung seines Bruders. Ashton Brightmore, der ist jetzt hinten in der Erzgebirge Region und die beiden dritten.
Milan Spüser aus Deutschland auf der Bauergruppe Scherko.
Ja, die Mitchell-Brüder haben die Position wieder zurückgewechselt. Die 12 ist wieder vor.
Kommt er die Brücke hoch, ein Kollege liegt da, aber Spüser, jawohl! Gut hochgekommen, das ist jedes Mal gut.
Ashton Brightmore ist durch, Mitchell Brightmore hängt und jetzt, gibt es da einen Angriff?
Ja,
Jawohl,
die Mera vorbei mit der 60. Der Tino fährt erstmal.
Wie sieht es vorne aus? Die 7 macht ein sauberes Rennen hier, der Jüngere der beiden Brüder. Und Platz 2 das Motorrad. Das ist ein Riesenbalken. Link ihm aber. Die Position ist futsch.
Ja, Spüser jetzt wieder auf 5 zurückgefallen.
Hat aber Glück dafür, ist ganz gut hochgekommen auf die Brücke, aber oben steht er wahrscheinlich, ist was verboten am Motorrad. Wo ist die 7? Die ist durch.
Unser Laufsieger in dem Moment ins Ziel gefahren, das ist Ashton Brightmore. Und Applaus für den Sieger, den Wiese. Auf Platz 2, die 15. Raus.
Natürlich auch ein Geschenk an die Fahrer, die nicht in der Superbowl waren, dass sie in einem Lauf am Anfang freie Fahrt haben. Das bringt eine ganz gehörige Dynamik.
Und der Junge Houson geht an Billy Bohl, würde ich sagen, vor.
Schon auf 4 vor. Und das war ein Zentimeterentscheid hier. Das war ganz knapp. Gleiche Schwierigkeiten im Ausgang. Das 24 nicht Steinfeld ist für Billy Bohl. Aber genau in solchen Struggle-Situationen geht er mit einer ganz klaren Reaktion am Gasgriff und immer nach vorne raus.
Und Walker mit einem Riesensatz an Cody Webb vorbei auf die 2 gesprungen. Also, Jonny Walker will da nicht abreißen lassen zu seinem Landsmann, zu Billy Bohl.
Die Bretter fliegen tief über dem LK hier heute. Und er greift an. Schaut euch das an. Jonny Walker will es wissen. Sind die Jonny Walker vor nicht weiß, dass es da von Tino Sachsen gibt.
Und damit meinen wir nicht das Geständnis. Ja, Walker, man sieht das Messer zwischen den Zähnen unter dem Red Bull Helm.
Ja, der versucht auch diesen Rhythmus zu halten. Jetzt schaut euch das an. Jetzt ist das idealer Move hier. Von beiden.
Ja, und Cody Webb, der hat sich ziemlich ungefährdet auf Platz 3 seiner Runden, kann sich auf seine Linien konzentrieren, um schneller zu sein. Also man sieht immer, das ist wie so ein kleines Jojo. Mal setzt sich Bohl wieder ein bisschen ab, dann fährt Walker wieder ran.
Oh, Schwierigkeiten der 39 und Schulz, der Ungar, der auch schon 7 Male in dieser dabei war, hat hier das Rekord in Steinfeld kurz verlassen und holt und
riecht jetzt Lunte. Oh, da setzt er sich daneben.
Jameson ist ja vorbei! Hier Jameson dran! Da hier das Unterholz! Kommt der Gegenangriff, da ist er aber! Die Nase voll für Jonny Walker!
Ja, aber wo kann jetzt die Linie seines Landsmanns tun? Willi Bohl zurück an der Spitze. 1,5 Minuten noch zu fahren.
Und schaut euch das an, die sind jetzt schon am Überrunden. Vor ihnen ist jetzt gerade Taddy Blazusiak, die Legende, der keinen guten Start mehr dieses Rennen gefunden hat. Willi Bohl! Das war mehr Arbeit als gedacht. Ja, und aber eine super Leistung hier.
Ja, schlägt gut Zeit. Kommt jetzt zumindest in Führung.
Aber die Gold war der andere mit der Links, der ist nur, der hier gut sich reingeschoben hatte. Und der liegt ja auch auf der Position. Und mit gut dabei die 111, das ist Taddy Blazusiak. Dann noch die 250 hier in den Top 4. Da und Regoni und den haben wir der Italiener ist das.
Ja, Blazusiak jetzt auf die 3 vorgefahren. Mohr und Walker auf 4 und 5. Und dann kommt auch schon Willi Bohl auf derzeit noch Platz 7. Aber das wird sich schnell ändern. Also die Top Dogs hier schon wieder vorne mit dabei. Oh, Bohl quetscht sich ja da an Mohr vorbei. Walker auf 2. Vorgefahren. Blazusiak auf 3. Bohl auf 4. Inzwischen, oh, zweimal Seite, die ist ja die Mühe runter. Willi Bohl schon auf Platz 2. Hinter Jonny Walker.
Unglaublich, was für eine Geschichte hier an den Tag liegen. Ja, ganz anders als in Krakau. Da hat sich Willi Bohl viel mehr Zeit gelassen an dem zweiten Lauf. Und jetzt nimmt er die Spitze. Sondern nicht, das ist der Jonny Walker, der die Spitze nimmt.
Jonny Walker in die Spitze gegangen. Wollte noch ein bisschen aufgehalten von Olschowi. Ja, und Walker muss jetzt versuchen, die so breit wie möglich zu machen oder so schnell wie möglich nach vorne Abstand zu gewinnen vor Willi Bohl, ohne dabei zu viel Fehler zu machen.
Aber Olschowi hat da ein bisschen Schützenhilfe geleistet, ist 2-3 Mal rübergefahren, aber jetzt läuft das Duell. Der Briten den Vollkommenkraft an der Spitze ab.
Ja, jetzt bin ich mal gespannt, wer lauter ist. Die Jonny Walker-Fans oder die Willi Bohl-Fans. Die werden es gleich hören. Und Walker links. Nebeneinander über die Räucherkerze und Bohl übernimmt die Spitze. Doch, Walker Konter ist jetzt auf der besseren Seite. Mit dem Satz zu 2 und beide liegen. Beide liegen. Und schon wieder mit der 501 wieder die Spitze. Aber Bohl ist schneller wieder auf die Bilder gekommen, aber Walker direkt hinten dran. Wow, das hat Kraft gekostet, definitiv. Aber da sieht man, er hat relativ unspektakulär das erstes Rennen gefahren und dort auf Platz 3 gekommen. Also auch er inzwischen auf ganz guten Plätzen und da ist er immer noch Platz nach vorne.
Und hat Willi Bohl jetzt noch einen Vorschlag, aber in der Tasche. Aber das ist sehr weit. Jonny Walker, das sieht sehr gut aus für ihn hier. Beide Farben, oh nein, da drüber an der Brücke. Da wird heftig gerollt. Die Sachsenbrücke ist vom Stau befreit, noch nicht ganz.
Letzte Runde für Jonny Walker. Was macht er? Kommt er gut und dann aufgesprochen. Da ist Walker hoch. Letzte Rennrunde. Walker über die Sachsenbrücke. Blazusiak gut hochgekommen. Cody Webb hochgekommen. Willi Bohl gut hochgekommen. Und was macht Bohl jetzt in dieser letzten Runde? Cody Webb in dieser letzten Runde. Wird er auch noch Blazusiak angreifen?
Und jetzt müssen wir gucken, ob der... Ja, das ist ein Also, der Führende kommt auf den Anzeigen nach Platz anderes sagt. Wahrscheinlich hat er den Transporter verloren. Das Rennen ist noch nicht...
Oh! Und das haben wir schon mal gehabt. Taddy Blazusiak. Zielsprungsturz jetzt auch wieder am Start steht und auf Platz 4 liegt. So, das ist die Ausgangslage, die Willi Bolt sich erhofft hatte, nämlich der Gutenberg auch gut umgekommen und Willi Bolt versucht es weiter mit diesem extrem steilen Linie die Sachsenbrücke hochzukommen. Die Fahrtechnik, die in der letzten Runde die Führung gekostet hatte. Aber er hat keinen Sichtkontakt hier auf der Zielgeraden gehabt. Und jetzt hängt hier schon wieder 2 Leute in der Spur. Jonny Walker, der zieht hier den Bein sauber hoch. Jetzt sind sie schon gleich auf einer. Der Leute gewesen sind also schon mal in dieser halben Runde hat die wohl da aufholen können. Jonny Walker, aber der Leute herzlich von Bauer. Einfach hier in die 5. Runde hier aus. Ja, starke Fahrt auch von Taddy Blazusiak, der jetzt als Dritter über den Zielsprung geht. Vor allem nach diesem brutalen Sturz nimmt sie dann auf des zweiten Rennens. Also Blazusiak auch extrem hart bewegt. Sie hat hier ein sehr sauberes Rennen, das sieht gut aus, das freut uns sehr. Ja, und kann Willi Bolt die Lücke zufahren. Er scheint im Moment der schnellere Mann auf der Strecke zu sein. 30 Sekunden laufen. Das heißt, wir befinden uns in der vorletzten Rennrunde. Und Willi Bolt, die eine Runde Tafel kommt raus. Eine Runde noch hier in Riesa. Was macht Walker jetzt? Was macht Jonny Walker? Um da noch zu gewinnen. Was macht die Sachsenbrücke? Die Sachsenbrücke ist frei. Und Bolt sauber hoch, Walker sauber hoch. Jetzt muss sich Walker echt was überlegen auf die letzten 3 Jahre. Hier ist Manöver dort, den Fahrer machen, freigeschaut, Houson jetzt hin. Einfach noch einmal, wenn Kurve jetzt Steinfeld. Dann kommt nur von Deutscher Kerze. Es ist langsam, aber es ist nicht zu schaffen, hier nochmal anzugreifen. Was für ein Prestige-Class. And I call for 3rd position. Ich rufe den dritten Platz nach oben. Aus Polen auf Gas, Taddy Blazusiak! Second position, die 2. Position, auf Beta unterwegs aus Großbritannien, Jonny Walker! And the Grand Prix winner of Germany comes also from Great Britain, aus Großbritannien auf Husqvarna. Here comes Billy Bolt! Die Preise werden überreicht von Frank Hengst vom MSV Riesa, den Gastgeber.
I don't know where to start. What a night that was. Jonny Walker and Billy Bolt, some unbelievable battles there, absolutely unbelievable. But before we speak to those guys, we're going to have a quick word with Eddie Carlson. We met Eddie several years ago at the Getson Rodeo. I saw him at Sea to Sky early this year. And we'll just have a quick chance to see how his night has gone. Eddie. I'll call you the lumberjack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I understand.
I saw you riding around with the check shirt on earlier, and I thought, who's this guy with the lumberjack? And such a carefree, enjoyable attitude.
Yeah, yeah. Hard-working man, you know, at home, so I think it fits me.
You're from the forest anyway.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But tell me about this evening and how you felt it went.
Yeah, I'm so happy about my third place in the qualifying, so... And I'm not physical enough for make the completely race, but we go back home and work on it. It's funny that, you know, you have the speed, but the physics is not the best point, so yeah, just working.
Many people may know you from the crazy videos you do, for the Christmas videos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did you start to do that?
Actually, it was like me and my cousin, we just make one video and we get many hits, you know. People like it and we keep on going, you know. It's like the 6th times I make the video, so I need to keep going now. All the people like it, so.
From a sponsorship point of view, how do you finance the, you know, your events? Do you get sponsorship, or is it by working?
Yeah, I have the USW, you know, for the camel bags and also for the clothes for next month. They come with a new brand and some support with a lean suspension and yeah, a few more smaller, but I still working at home, so I working full-time work and make the races, so not that much time at training as I should want to.
And what's your plan for later this year after SuperEnduro? Do you going to do some West or some of the new championship?
Actually, I find out yesterday they're gonna make the European Championship of hard enduro, so I will go for that one. Okay. So I make the inscription last day, and yeah, we go to Alle Stream. Yeah.
Will we see you at Getson, do you think, maybe?
Yeah, I love this event, so I need to go. It fits me with the technical parts, and yeah, I will go there for sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Eddie Carlson, the legend. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, guys, we're just going to have a quick look at Jonny Walker. You're right, Jonny. You're all right, yeah, okay, just chill out, mate, just chill out. Oh, you're all right, yeah, okay. I know you're busy. Everyone's trying to take a piece of you. Yeah. What an adrenaline-filled night that was.
Good. It was a good night. I had to after Poland and Billy smoked us, I had to up my game a little bit, and I wanted to bring a fight to him tonight. You know, try and bring a fight to him. Like, it's not good him just smoking us all and making us all look bad. So it was nice tonight to be able to fight with him. But yeah, I did feel good at going into Poland. But obviously I had the issue with the fork and it was hard to get around. So it was nice tonight to be able to race kind of thing.
I know at the end of the last race, towards the end of it, you had a really good lead. And then did you sort of not realise how far away he was?
I could see him every lap out the corner of my eye where he was, and he was always slowly gaining on me. And I was like, just get this last lap in, because it was the last lap he passed me. And then I went up onto that, I came to go onto the bridge, and there was I think there was 2 people stuck, and I just had to commit to the inside line, to the middle line, which I went for. I got my leg stuck on the guy's bike, which stopped me, so that gave him, and I was trying, after that, I was like, if I push him, maybe he'll make a mistake in the rocks or something like that. But no, fair play to him, you know, he's changing the game, and I'm having to up my game to try and follow him.
It's been really entertaining watching anyway, but congratulations for this evening, and we'll catch up with you probably at another event fairly soon. But do you want a hand with taking your gear out?
I'm rushing now to get changed. I've got nothing left, everyone stole it off me.
All right, you take care, mate. Cheers, Jonny, thank you. Yeah, it's been a little while, but an interesting evening, and you know, that's the end of the second race, man. What the hell happened there?
Man, it's been a rough couple months, I would say. You know, I was flying the first half of the season in the US, you know, and then I broke my middle hand in that España race, and you know, then me and Cody got together, and Cody landed on me and my back. I hurt my back, and it's been a struggle for a couple months now, you know. So I wouldn't put that bike on the podium, you know, really, really, really bad. And then you know, first mode I was riding in third, easy, everything's going well, and then boom, I go down on that over under, right, and then I go and I've ended up 7th, which was which was, you know, bad. And then, you know, like the second moto, it was all about getting as far front as I could. So that second was really important. I got cross-threaded coming into that last, you know, finish line jump, and man, that could have been bad. So yeah.
I was watching you and you were like holding your shoulder, and I was thinking, oh man.
Yeah, it was my shoulder and my it's my bad wrist. You know, like I don't really have that much movement in it anymore. And when you know, when me and Billy got together, it kind of, I think, got extended. You know, so the pain was kind of like what it was like last year when I broke it. And that was when I thought, I'm done. Like, this is what I thought. Because like if you do your wrist twice, like, it's not gonna work anymore. So I thought it was it, like, no joke. But then, like, the pain started to ease off a little bit at some point. And I was like, oh my God, thank you. So that was good. Happy with it.
All's well that ends well. That's the main thing. And a podium. So
yeah.
Looking at the Super Enduro after that, what's your plans after this season?
Yeah, so, you know, I'm going to do the indoor series both here in the US, you know, so it's Super Enduro and Endurocross for me this year. Then I'll do the Erzberg, and most probably I'll do the Abbestone if everything goes good, you know. So, you know, that's my plan for this year, and try to get it done again in the US. And, you know, like I said, coming into this series, I wasn't really 100%, so I hope I'm going to build myself back to 100% and be up there with the boys, you know, in the next round.
Good luck with that, and congratulations today. Thank you.
Yeah, it was a good thing to get that bike on the back, say. Thank you, guys.
Daddy, thank you. Okay, we're just now going to try and get a quick word with Billy Bolt. Again, there's quite a lot of fans surrounding him at the moment, and Billy, you're having a well-earned beer now, aren't you? Yeah, just relax a moment. Yeah. Adrenaline flowing, bit of controversy, it all happening, but it was a fantastic fight out there this evening.
Yeah, I made hard work of it, that's for sure. Mostly my own doing. They're good, them crisps, really good. Yeah, made hard work of it. Just my own silly mistakes, really, not as sharp. I think I was happy I did have a little bit of speed on everyone else, but I think because the track was such kind of a fine line, there was only one fast line, and it was such a fine line between making a mistake. I just pushed it a little bit too hard a few too many times, but it is what it is. What can I say?
It's racing.
It's racing, and, you know, I've learned from it. I definitely made hard work of it. Then that last race, especially after the crash, was so twisted up. My clutch lever was stuck way up for like 3 laps. It took us to get that down. Front end was all twisted, and I thought, you know, like, once I kind of got comfortable in second, I thought, well, it's not the end of the world for the championship, but I might as well push on and try and get him and dig deep and see what I can do. And for like 2-3 laps, the gap didn't change, and I thought, you know, Jonny was riding good, you know, hats off to him, and you know, he's working on his bike himself, and he's grafting, and he's, you know, fighting to keep the dream alive, which you've got to commend. But then
he did say earlier that he'd learned quite a bit from you during training.
Yeah, well, I know I'm going to have to stop inviting him, I think, because I had to work far too hard tonight. But like I say, eventually a couple of laps, and you know, the gap started to come down a bit. I think I got some lappers quite good. He maybe did, and it was kind of swings and roundabouts with lappers on such a one-liney track. But, you know, what can I say? I sort of sensed it was possible to catch him with about 3 laps to go, and just kind of, then we both got stuck on the bridge because of back markers, and kind of the gap didn't really change. But I thought, right, okay, you know, I've got pretty much speed everywhere, and I've kind of settled myself a little bit. I've kind of got used to my bent up, twisted bike, so relaxed a little bit, and well, yeah, just very happy. Like, well, it wasn't the most amazing night from a championship perspective, but I slightly extended the lead and kept the red plate, and yeah, get back to work this week, and yeah, come out swinging in Budapest.
Again, yeah, thank you. Nice one.
No problem. Nice to see you.
Very much.
Cheers,
nice
all.
Up with you, and congratulations again for this evening.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Cheers, buddy. Take care of yourself. We're going to get off now.
Yeah, no worries.
All right,
we'll
catch
week.
we'll catch you later on. Okay, so what an entertaining evening here in Riesa for the Super Enduro Round 2. Billy on top spot, Jonny second, and Taddy Blazusiak third. An exciting night, without doubt, but we're now going back to Tino's place, and we've got something planned for tomorrow, so back soon. Hi guys, well, you're probably wondering what's going on. Cracking night last night, by the way, at the Super Enduro. Big shout to Mark Houson and Jonny Walker for getting us some passes to get behind the scenes. But we're just now at the MZ Museum. This was the old MZ factory, and in communist times this is where the motorcycles were built. There's a massive enduro history here in this part of the old East Germany, and I think, or what I've been told, is MZ translate to Motor Factory Choppau, and that's a local town is Choppau. So I think there's KTM Storm here, and you can see there's an old bike on the stairway there, so we're going to be going in shortly. But this morning, cracking a quail egg breakfast with Tino and his family. Okay, yes, on. Okay, put it on. Okay. Super duper. And we've just picked his mother and father-in-law up, and we've come to the museum. So let's go and have a look. Yamaha. Thank you.
Ich hatte die hier. Die hatte ich. Ja. 68.
Okay, so we're just in the start of the museum, just the start of the tour, and we have to follow some arrows. The arrows, so that the tourists sound like a racetrack, so you follow the arrow in number order, and we'll start looking at the bikes from the earliest bikes that were produced here in the MZ factory. So just before we start going through the tour, this is probably the oldest off-road motorbike in Germany. It's a McAvoy from 1929. So there you go, that's just a little bit of a walk around the MZ Museum. Lots of history here. If you're in Choppau at all, it's always worth calling and having a look and just checking out some of the bikes. It's incredible. I'm just going to go outside. The bikes that are in there and the times that those bikes were ridden, the guys that were riding them, fair play to them, absolutely fair play. Some of these bikes were built fairly crudely back in the time. It's amazing how technology has moved on. But that's it from me for the moment, and the guys in Germany. Give the wave. Hey. Back soon. Hard Enduro Adventure Media at Eurotech. See you soon, guys.